Scorpios, welcome to Light Guided. This is Lisa to do your monthly energy reading for October. I hope these messages find you well. And what else? General message for the month of October. Definitely won't resonate for everyone, but if it does resonate, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like more information about Light Guided, you're welcome to check us out in the link below. All right, with that said, let me go ahead and tune on into your energies, Scorpio, for the month of October. And let's see what messages are here for you. Oh, and for those of you who may be newer to the channel, the focus of Light Guided is really around soul growth and healing. So I don't specifically get into relationships or career or anything like that. However, sometimes those things do come out in the reading, and those are usually messages for a few people, not for the collective. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, what is the overall energy for Scorpio for this reading? The overall energy for Scorpio for this reading, please. Thank you. Ooh, wow. We have the energy of activation. So this energy is often associated with coming through a challenging time that really stirs up a lot of stuff. And let me clarify, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've gone through a difficult time, but that there are circumstances around you that are very triggering to you and causing you to become very activated emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. So there's a lot of that kind of energy here. For some of you, this may be in the way of communication, messages coming through for you that become triggering. You may be connected to a person or a group of people who, I'm just tuning into the awareness that, of course, globally right now, there's a lot of exposure to the news and to, people verbalizing their opinions. And for a lot of people, that's very triggering. And the way that that's unfolding is very triggering. So that may be, for some of you, the message here. But overall, that energy of trigger getting activated is the overall message, or the overall energy that's unfolding here for the month of October. And to be clear, activation in and of itself it's part of what helps us to grow. It's part of what helps us to evolve. So if you find yourself really activated, really triggered, then perhaps that's an opportunity to be looking at, what am I being triggered over and why? And it's an opportunity to do some healing and growth around those triggers. All right, so let's take a look at what you're emerging from. What's the energy you're just coming out of? Emerging energy for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Wow. This is very powerful. So Scorpios, the energy that you're emerging from is this energy of moth spirit. Surrender now. I get a very powerful vibration off of this energy. And it's there's a sense here of So I'm just being really drawn to several messages. There's sort of a quality here of coming out of a cocoon, but there's also this quality of, I don't want to say, it's not the word apathy, it's something else, but it's like literally surrendering, literally just like giving up all of the pretense, giving up all of the ways that you've been in the past, and whatever is happening and around this, potentially around this activation or these triggers, you've been in this energy of again, it's not quite hopelessness or helplessness, but it has that quality to it. It's like everything that you've known has been wiped away. That's kind of the sense that I'm getting here. And I would say for some of you, this is the most major transformation you've ever been through in your entire experience up until now. Whatever the shift is for you, this is major, major upheaval of old beliefs, old patterns, old ways of being, having to confront parts of yourself that you didn't even know were there. So it's a very intense energy. And at the same time, I was getting this sense about a cocoon. At the same time, there was kind of this protective quality around this energy. So it is, the way it's coming through to me is it's like this emerging energy. It's like you're being born. It's like being born again. So I would say in some way, it's a little like the energy of the death energy here, the way this is coming forward. But it's been a very quiet inward part of your journey. And possibly not as traumatic as when we see like the rebirth or the death card or the tower card. Possibly not quite that traumatic, and maybe even more of a conscious decision to look at these areas of your experience, of your life that may not be working for you anymore, that just don't serve you anymore. Let's see, where are your current energies for October? Oh, this is beautiful. I'm actually very relieved to see this energy. The energy, the happy. I'm relieved to see this because the energy that you're emerging from was kind of intense and really powerful. And so now it's like you're emerging out of that, and I'm even being drawn to like the shape of this egg here, where it's like you're being born out of this energy of solitude, isolation, being born out of this energy of stillness and into this beautiful energy of dynamism. Dynamism? Is that a word? Dynamism? Dynamic energy. That's what I'm trying to say. This beautiful dynamic energy. And you're just coming out of this time so much more alive and so much more full and whole than you were prior to going into this energy. So something really beautiful is emerging here. And again, I'm really happy to see that. Happy to see that you're coming into this more dynamic energy in the month of October. This is also what I'm getting here for some of you. This is also about in this energy of starting fresh. I'm seeing some of you taking like a 180 in life. You've been going down a certain road for a really long time. You've had certain beliefs about the way life is supposed to look. And as you went into this inward journey and you surrendered all of those beliefs, you're now beginning to see something even more magnificent than you could have ever imagined. And so there's this 180 turnaround of like going, this may be a little bit about revisiting ideas that you had from the past that maybe as a younger person, people told you, oh, well, that's a stupid idea. You can't do that. It doesn't make sense. And so you kind of went along with the status quo. You kind of went along with what other people expected of you and thought for you was the right path. And now you're saying, hey, wait, I'm in my own vibe now. Like I get to do this on my own terms. And Spirit is acknowledging, yes, yes, yes. This is about coming into your own energy, living life on your own terms. Let's take a look at the subconscious level as you step into this energy in October. What's happening at the subconscious level? Oh yeah, I love it. Finding. Interesting that these two figures look very similar. There's all this light, stars, sparkles, joyfulness, contentment, inner pleasure, this real sense of finding you and just loving that you have found yourself. This is about wishes coming true. It's about also coming to the end of that transformative cycle, that major transformation that's happened. This may have even been, for some of you, I'm getting this is just for some of you, a situation where something happened that just woke you up. Like maybe somebody had, I'm seeing like a near-death experience or some kind of tragic experience that ended up being okay in the end, right? Could have been, gosh, you know, like a car accident, something like that. And it just woke up this energy inside of you, whatever that situation was for you. It doesn't have to be a car accident or, you know, somebody almost dying, but it has that quality to it, something very intense like that, that just shifted your perspective like on a dime, on a dime. So now you're coming into this beautiful energy of, you know, being able to create and live the life that you envisioned for yourself. Luck is on your side. You're really recognizing this beautiful serendipity, the serendipity of this situation, of these experiences, even of the triggering, the activation. All of that had to come together and align in just the right way for you to arrive in this current energy. And you're discovering a truth about yourself. You're discovering a truth about the path that you're on. I'm seeing like this devotion, this deepening to this new way of thinking, this new way of being that is allowing you to just be in the world, be in your energy in a totally different way. Let's take a look at what's happening at the conscious level. This is the energy that you're currently aware of and how it's showing up. Beautiful. I'm going to pull some clarifiers on these two. I'll share more about that in a second. So at the conscious level, again, you're moving into this energy of freedom, this energy of recognizing that the life that you're living and how you experience that life is it's a choice. It's a choice to be in the energy of freedom. Nobody controls that except for you. Even if in the past you were following the status quo, you were kind of going, you know, as most of us do, we do what we believe is expected. And now through this awakening, it's like, again, you're finding this beautiful sense of freedom. And that's not to say that there isn't a sense of loss. As you find this new freedom, there may be a sense of loss for some of you. This may be the loss of a person. This may be the loss of a situation that you were involved in, whether that's relationship or work or a home or something like that. You're also recognizing that both of these energies can be happening at the same time, and they don't cancel each other out. You can be in grief and recognize the value of what has come before and begin the letting go process. And you can also be in the energy of great joy and freedom. And both of those things can actually happen at the same time. And there's an alchemy in that. And the alchemy that you're discovering in this energy is helping you to co-create. It's helping you to bring manifestation in. So I'm hearing, you know, creating the life that you want, but also this is about, I'm seeing for some of you, you might be artists. And for those of you that are artists that are stepping into your creative talent, this energy is going to inspire some new ways that you're producing your work, some new ways, a vision that you have about your art that's going to bring some prosperity for you, okay? So that's a message just for a few of you, but I'm getting here overall that there's this alchemy that's happening in your current experience that's allowing you to really step into this energy of manifestation and co-creation. And I want to pull some clarifiers here. Let's see if we can get a little more specific for some of you, if this is related to work, love, life, you know, that kind of thing. So let's see for Scorpio, what is the energy of manifestation? Thank you. Oh my gosh. Wow. So yeah, I'm getting, actually for some of you, this is about relationship. This is also about having a sense that you're finding a purpose, a different kind of purpose in your life, a purpose that may be more internal, a purpose that may be more related to a spiritual path for some of you, rather than an external purpose of, finding a particular kind of job or career. This may be more of a devotional path, finding a purpose with spirit and what that means. I see some of you like endeavoring forward on learning things like about yoga, learning about healing practices, helping others to tap into their own ability to heal. I'm seeing effort. I'm seeing putting in energy and effort and concentration and focus. I'm also getting here, for some of you, working with other people to bring this effort forward, to manifest this vision, this idea. But there is growth here. There's new growth. There's new budding potential, new budding opportunity. So you may not yet be seeing the full manifestation, but you have planted the seeds and you're beginning to get an idea of what this is going to look like. And this is not only written in the stars, but this is like, it's, I say divinely written in the stars, but to the extent that even though this is happening at the conscious level, you're not even fully aware yet of the breadth and depth of which this vision and this alchemy that's happening, how it's going to unfold in your life for years to come from this point forward. So what's beginning now, what's starting to manifest now, is going to be more than you even imagined. More than you even imagined. And it's beyond just this idea of wish fulfillment. It's beyond that. It's like, it really is total transformation. It's like the way that I'm experiencing this energy. Sometimes when I experience the energy of transformation for people, I can feel that that stickiness, like they're not quite through the difficult part of what it means to go through transformation. This is like being born into this new freedom. There's like this beautiful, fluid, open energy, and it's just the possibilities are truly endless here. The possibilities are truly endless in all parts of your life. In all parts of your life. And I'm seeing here for some of you too, that as you endeavor forward on this path, again, for some of you, you might step into like doing yoga work or, healing work of some kind, that is going to continue to deepen your own awareness and your own healing and your own awakening. And it's very much part of this journey for you. Really beautiful energy. Let's look at the energy of higher consciousness. This is the energy of, where is spirit guiding you that you're not quite aware of yet? You may be just coming into the awareness of this, but where is spirit guiding you? Oh, we have 4 cards here. Interesting. This is an interesting energy. So we have the, first starting with the energy of clarity. This is for the first time in your life, this is going to be about feeling and knowing and seeing things more clearly than you ever have before. And in that clarity, you're going to be able to navigate your life. Boy, I keep getting this sense of like integrity, alignment, again, beyond wish fulfillment, because this is happening at the soul level. This is what's happening at the soul level, not at the mental level of like, oh, I wanted that new car and I got that new car. This is so much deeper. And there's such an intense deepening of clarity. This is also the clarity, what they're showing me is that for those of you that have come out of this energy where you were kind of encapsulated or, in this, you've emerged from this chrysalis right? That it's also that you have shed so much of the things that no longer serve you. You have shed so much of that, that again, you're in this energy that you're able to be happy. You're able to choose happiness because you have this beautiful level of clarity now, this clarity of spirit, this clarity of energy, having healed so much of the past, having healed so much of it. Again, this beautiful energy of fertility, and this energy is vibing similarly for me as this King of Cups, where there's just this peacefulness, this coming into yourself, coming into your full self-expression, and being able to bring that, not only allowing that to continue to heal you and nourish you and nurture you, but to also begin to bring that into the world in a way that nourishes and nurtures the world as well. Whether that's, a handful of people or thousands of people. We have this energy of reconciliation. For some of you, reconciliation might mean the return of something from the past. That could mean for some of you, even though you've made all this progress, that you may have some things that crop up from the past from time to time that cause you to question, well, wait a second, I thought I had all this clarity. I thought I was in this energy of choosing happiness. And here's this thing that bubbles up from the past and is now causing this sticky energy for me. So that may occur for some of you. And as that energy, if it does come up for you, remember, it's just an opportunity to clear it. It's not coming up to interfere, to get in the way, to take you down a rabbit hole. It's just presenting itself because it's ready to be cleared. It's ready to be released. And finally, we have this beautiful energy of trust. Trusting yourself, trusting your journey, trusting in spirit, trusting what's unfolding. Trusting in your ability to choose happiness, trusting in your ability to navigate situations as they come up, trusting in your vision and in your desire to help other people. And really, really, really fully embracing that on every level. Beautiful reading, Scorpio, beautiful. Let's take a look at any energy that needs to be healed or released. Any energy that needs to be healed or released. Thank you. Oh, this is similar to, I think it was a fire sign that got almost the same cards here. We have the energy of focus, the energy of diligence, and the energy of delight. So with this energy of focus, in terms of what needs to be released and healed, this is about sometimes when we pay too much attention to an outcome, or we get too mired in, like, it can only be this way. I can move down this path, but it can only look one way, and we become very attached to that. So when the path starts to look a little different, we get scared and we pull back, and sometimes we close off and shut off. This energy is a reminder of, like, let the path unfold. Do not overly attach yourself to a particular outcome or a particular way that you think it's supposed to unfold. So let it flow. Diligence is a very similar energy in this position. Where in the energy of diligence, we might be overemphasizing the details, over focusing on, making sure everything is just perfect, just so. And in doing that, we end up missing the flow. We end up missing the much bigger picture because we're overly focused on perfection. So I think that's an energy that's ready to be released here. And finally, we have this beautiful energy of delight. And this is actually speaking for, again, the person whoever was connecting with the energy of the artisan. This is an energy for you, a confirmation of moving forward with your art. So kind of a side message for one of you. or two, but I feel like it may be just a specific one of you here. So the energy of delight, what does it mean to release this? Let me tune into this energy a little bit more. Okay, thank you. What they're showing me here or telling me is that in this position, the energy of delight is about, again, around attachment, being really mindful not to get overly attached to, I have to feel a certain way. I have to always feel happy. I have to always be in an energy of joy. I have to always be in an energy of pleasure. There's nothing wrong with, if you're genuinely in that energy, there's nothing wrong with being in that energy. But be mindful not to use that energy to keep you from seeing or experiencing other things that are available for your growth and expansion. In some circles, we call that like spiritual bypass, where we sort of deny, oh, that thing that's coming back, oh, that's no big deal, no worries. And instead of looking at it and really consciously releasing it, it gets kind of stuck in our energy. So that is a reminder about that, what's needing to be released there. Let's look at what needs to be sustained. What needs to be sustained in the month of October? Oh, I love it. The energy of courage. No matter what comes up, hold steadfast. No matter what, is coming into your world, just recognize you're sturdy like these beautiful rocks. And no matter how much water or storm or wind comes your way, you are steady like these rocks, and you can face it and deal with it and survive and be fine, right? Interesting, for some of you, there is the potential of travel or doing some kind of international business or business across state lines. I see this more as international. You may be doing business with another country in some way, shape, or form. What needs to be started in the month of October? Oh, beautiful. The energy of openness. Being open about where you are on your journey, being open about the things that trouble you or that you've struggled with, being open about how you're managing and navigating the path that you're on, the losses that you've experienced, the grief that has come up, being open about all of that. When you're in a place of open, excuse me, that energy of openness, what they're telling me and why this is important to you specifically, that energy of openness, when you're able to step into that, it means that you're releasing any energy of shame, any energy of self-doubt, any energy of a lack of worthiness. So in being open about where you are and what's happening on your journey, you are becoming a demonstration of being your authentic self. You're a demonstration of the truth of who you are. And in that, you're also in an energy of creation. Wow, really nice. Really powerful and beautiful energies for you. Let's see. Let's look at final outcome here for you for the month of October. Oh, by the way, for those of you that are Scorpios with birthdays in October, happy birthday. Okay, we have two beautiful energies here for the outcome. We have happiness, again. Repeat message here. This outcome is about the flow. This is about being in unity, being in that energy of fluidity, where there's just a sense of peace and playfulness and joy, no matter what's coming up. Even if something difficult's coming up, you can still be in the flow of your life. And embracing all of that allows you to maintain this energy of happiness. And I'm also seeing here the energy of patience, which is, I'm hearing have patience with yourself, Have patience with the process. This is the journey of life. This is what it looks like. We never arrive at like a final destination where, you know, everything is steady and stable and easy. And, you know, we may go through periods of time like that, but there is no one place that we arrive at that is like that indefinitely. I'm going to pull some heart and soul messages here for you, and then we will wrap up the reading. This is your heart and soul message. You are focusing purely on the negative, but there is also a positive side you are not seeing. Your mental attitude and thoughts can make things seem good or bad, beautiful or ugly. All is a matter of perception. What you think, you shall become. Be positive, for behind the perceived darkness there is much love, light, and good fortune. So I feel like this energy is an affirmation of choosing your happiness, but it's also an affirmation of recognizing that difficult things are going to come up. It doesn't mean you have to go down the rabbit hole with those. You don't have to overly focus or attach yourself to any of that. Get a soul message here for you. Soul message for Scorpio for the month of October, please. Thank you. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? When was the last time you couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Do you remember? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurt and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Yes, that is a beautiful final card to end this reading on. All right, Scorpios, with that, thank you for stopping by Light Guided. If this reading has resonated for you, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Leave us a comment. We send you much love and blessings, and we will see you next month. Thank you.